Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It has been quite a long time since I've done a Minecraft video, and I am really sorry to the few of you who have or may have been waiting for another video. I'm sorry. It has been a really long time. My last Minecraft video was in May of 2021. It's now July 2023, so it's been over 2 years. So let me explain why. To be honest, I haven't stopped playing Minecraft over these last 2 years. I just haven't recorded anything for it. And this is because I was losing all my motivation to play Minecraft because it felt like it had to be recorded. Anything meaningful I did in my world, it needed to be on video. That was the mindset I had. So I took a break. I stopped doing videos for Minecraft and just played the game like every other person does that isn't some content creator. I did that. And it was exactly what I needed, which seems pretty obvious. And I've just been doing that for 2 years. The last 2 years, I've been just playing the game. And it's been great. But I wanted to start recording again now because, after all, my series hasn't finished. This isn't the end. So, with new plans and ways to record that don't take the fun out of playing the game for me, I am back. Now, let me give you a world tour. Yeah, F5. Okay, so, first off, the first two things I'll show you is, well, I guess there's a simple cactus farm over there, but we have a very large scale sugarcane farm. As you can tell, it's got a bunch of minecarts running underneath. As you can hear, there's a lot of minecarts running underneath there, and it's a pretty big farm. Like, if I fly over top, you can see it covers quite a lot of space. And this, along with the mob farm up there that I'll show you in a second, this was going to be the next video, but instead it got scrapped because all the replay footage that I had for when I built this got destroyed. It got corrupted, so I didn't end up doing a video on it. But this was made relatively recently after I released the previous Minecraft video, so this has been around for a while. Well, I might as well tell you, you probably have noticed by the armor, but it's now 1.20. My last video is, I think, in 1.16, so it has been a couple updates. We've had the new armor, not new armor, new caves, new places like the ancient city, new biomes like the shulk biome, deep slate, what do you call it, the mangrove place, the mangrove swamp, the cherry blossom biome, that one. There's all the trails and tails stuff. And yeah, so next here is the mob farm. It's, if I zoom in there, you can kind of tell it. You can see there's the little AFK platform where I just chill out. We've got the system that you'll see floods water and then people drop in order to collect them. Down here we have the storage. It is general purpose. It's not specific to one mob, really. Though it has a lot of string that I haven't used. Which is kind of funny. Because I haven't found any use for string other than making wool for Ancient City raiding. But yeah, that's the mob farm, which was also built alongside the. It was built relatively the same time as the sugarcane farm because the initial intention was to have this as a gunpowder farm, which it does pretty well, and have this as the sugarcane farm to get paper to make rockets so that I could fly everywhere. And yeah, it does a pretty good job of it. I don't think, if I pull up my ender chest here, I don't think I've had to fill this box up once, and it's been doing pretty well since. I've had a steady supply of rockets for quite a while now. Anyway, that's those two farms. Next off is this, it is a tree farm. You come up here, turn this on, this drops bone meal for you. Place your saplings in one hand, your bone meal in the other. The saplings plant and grow, and you can see the TNT up there. If I flick this on for a sec, you'll see TNT drop down. And don't worry if there's an explosion up there. There is water, so nothing actually explodes. Used as a tree farm for various assorted trees, as any person would. Oops. There we go. Okay, so that's the excuse me there. That's the tree farm in all its glory, and I mainly built this for, well, it takes a lot of, you need a lot of chests for the giant storage system that I talked about and started the beginnings of. My base's giant storage system. You need a lot of chests and a lot of hoppers, which means you need a lot of wood. And then this is a, if I can squeeze in here, it's just a simple stone farm. Break that, wood respawns, scooch back through. I haven't used it in a while because I haven't needed to. But that's a simple stone farm for you. And let's go over to back to the tree house, which is no longer my base of operations anymore, sadly. It's still got stuff. The nether portal's been removed, as I've had another nether portal. There we go. But it still has some storage. I don't know why I have extra diamond swords, and like there's another one there. But we've got a couple shulkers here with some storage stuff. Lush cave looting, we'll call it. So the tree hasn't really done much. It's just been chilling here. Yeah, I don't have my bed here anymore because I actually have my bed in my base. This is the villager breeder, which I believe we did in a video. If I think so. Minecraft series.
Hello. Hello, my name is
Exploring the End Villagers. Minecraft. Yes, we did do a villager breeder here. That was episode 6, I believe, which was this, creating this, to then create the iron farm here. And as you can see, we've added a second layer to it because this wasn't producing enough iron as fast as the tree farm was producing wood to create all the hoppers that I needed. So we built a second one, moved the sugarcane farm over there, as you saw. And this is the little AFK box. You got the iron golem head from, I think it's a vanilla tweaks data pack, whatever it is. Player head. More mob heads. That's the one. We just got watermelon and carrots growing there. I think those have been there for a while. This is my friend's base that he was when he played on this world for a little bit before I started recording stuff. This is a little place where my bumblebees hang out. Ow. Shoot. Swerving and sliding. We've got some axolotls that are hanging out in the water. I think there's 4 of them. Yeah, there's one pipsqueak over there who's adventuring around. And then there's 3 here. Do I have you guys named at all? No, they just... I picked them up in a bucket though, so I don't think they'll despawn. And yeah, that's just the little nice place I got going. And now for the main event, I guess you could call it. If I fly over here, my frames are about to significantly drop, probably. You can see we're at 72 in the very top left. We're down to 26, 22. It picks up once you give the game some time. But this is you may remember from the last episode over 2 years ago that the platform, we built the platform here. This is now what was going to be here after we built that platform is this. It's 45 blocks long with 3 storage units per height thing. As you can see, there's 3 separate storage things, and then it's double-sided, which if I pull up a calculator real quick, 45 times 3 times 8 is 1,080 items that you can store, which is more than the game has, but that's fine. It gives space for future updates as well. As you can see, I've gotten 1 row done, which is mostly all of the wood types. But yeah, you can tell the frames are a bit lower here, which makes sense. It is several thousand, well, at least like 20,000 hoppers, plus an additional at least like 5,000 chests. So, or 4,000 to 5,000 chests. It's a lot. There's all the redstone. This 3 layers high. All that. I have this little thing that, because the items take a while to go through everything, you don't want them despawning. So I came up with this clever little design up here that picks them up in a hopper and then dispenses them right back out so they don't despawn because of the 5-minute despawn timer. And yeah, so that's I don't know what people, it's the main attraction right now, and it's probably what I'm going to continue working on. Then down here we have the startings of my base, which I'm thinking, like right now we just have our bed, a lot of music discs, some goat horns, random assortments. And right now I'm thinking I might... Oh, hello. Want to fight? Right now I'm thinking there's a button there. I think there's multiple buttons places. I'm thinking what I might do for my base is kind of, if any of you have watched Hermitcraft, which I'm hoping you probably have, in season 7, Mumbo Jumbo, one of the redstone-ish people, I guess he's more into redstone than base design, did a whole thing where he had a giant ancient structure as the middle of his base, and then he had these pillars surrounding the base as like a futuristic civilization, holding the base together, making it structured, making sure the ancient architecture didn't collapse. And I'm kind of taking a little bit of inspiration. I'm thinking I want to take a little bit of inspiration from that and do sort of like kind of a twist on it. Like there's a future civilization, as you can see, with the kind of the colors and everything of the white and black of the top part. Is there's some futuristic place that sort of built on this area and created a place upon this area without knowing. There's all this underground haven beneath it. I think that's a cool idea for a base, which is kind of what I'm trying to do. It's nowhere close to being done, as you can see by everything being nowhere close to done, and like it's exposed to the open world everywhere. But I've started on it, and I've mainly been focusing on the storage stuff, so I haven't done it much. But that's the eventual plan that'll happen eventually. Sorry, can't be. I want the little bamboo shoot to stay as a little bamboo shoot, so I got the string over it. Anyway, that's the base. We have moved the nether portal, as you saw. It wasn't in the treehouse anymore. It's now the skulk cave thing that I think is kind of cool. You have the skulk flooding the ground a little bit. It's blocking the nether portal, and it's sort of integrating itself, kind of like how it's kind of like it could almost, going along with the theme of my base, it could almost work as like some sort of sewage or waste disposal that the future civilization or future people have created, because they don't know there's the ancient place down here with there's maybe a different peoples that are stuck underground, that it's kind of leaked and created this ominous portal thing that the people are exploring. Yeah. Anyway, let's head into the nether, because there's some new stuff in there as well. And I don't know if I showed this, but we have a piglin trading place. Damn, it's been almost 20 minutes already. That's probably the entire video. But we'll talk a little bit at the end. We have a little piglin bartering. it's done pretty well. Got me a lot of stuff, a lot of soul speed. I need put some excuse me, I'm very sorry for all this. I am sorry for all this yawning. I guess it's just early in the morning for me, and I need to do a better job of waking myself up. Put this wall in behind to block out, because gas kept shooting and breaking this, because I was not good at fighting them. I think I've gotten a little bit better now, but we put the wall here just to help. Yeah, that made expansions to the Iron Golem farm, and I'm sorry for the noise that is about to happen. Unfortunately, the zombie piglin that was here has despawned. There was a zombie piglin in this boat that attracted the golems. It's not the case anymore, but it's such a good shot. Oh my gosh. But yeah, that's the iron farm, which you want to see. I've had to really expand the storage. Like, we used to just have those 3 chests there, and then I moved it down, added in a little sorting system, and now I've expanded it even more. That's 1 chest full of, and that's a decent amount of iron, probably more than the average person will need. That's almost an entire double chest of iron blocks. In fact, I can even add to it. Just take all that. Throw 2 more in, almost an entire double chest. And instead of having the poppies just be poppies, turned it into a little bone meal production area, because bone meal is quite a bit more useful for stuff like the wood farm than the poppies are. So that, and the last thing I think is, this is just a chunk loader. As you can see, it clicks on every so often. I just have that there, so this is working while I'm in the overworld AFKing, which I've never had to, and probably will never have to anymore, because now that I've finished the storage system, I don't think I will ever need that much iron anymore. But as you can see here, I'll keep the other one out of view for the moment. We have our XP farm, if I can get in, which it still works fine, I think. If there we go. Some are spawning, fixing up my armor and stuff, which is good. And it's a decent XP farm. It does the job. But I also wanted a bit of a gold farm, so considering this as not enough, I built this, which is technically a bigger spawning area than this one, than the older one. Move the enchantment table here. Got a full storage system down there. If I hit this button, some honey will pop out, and I can whack away. all the zombie piglins are just dead. It's crazy. So many spawn. And if we just drop down here, whole storage system for all the gold. It's a bit of complex redstone, but it does come with quite an adequate price to build all of that, which is that for me to be so low to the bedrock roof with that spawning chamber, I've had to spawn proof a large area, and I haven't spawn proofed all of it, but it's been enough that I can consider it spawn proofed. Enough that the farm does its job. It gets me everything that I need, which is, it gets me more than enough XP than I'll ever need. See, we just take some fireworks, shove them back in the ender chest when we're done. Yeah. And yeah, I guess that's about everything new. Whether it seems like a lot or doesn't seem a lot is up for debate for you. This is really what's taken most of the time, because the second part of the iron farm and the tree farm were only built relatively recently, so they haven't impacted a lot. Yeah, you can really see the frames. But yeah, I think that's gonna be all for this world tour. I think that's gonna be the entire video, because I don't want to make it too long. I want to try not to break the half-hour barrier. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for the video. I have some plans for future episodes, such as going and trying to get a sniffer and getting those. Obviously filling out the rest of the storage system here. We've only done one of the 8 rows. So filling out the rest of the storage system could definitely be at least another 2 videos. In fact, it might not even be its own video on its own. It might just be a part of like the next 20 videos on each its own thing. We just fill out one little section and then we do another section in another video. And it's its own little thing. Finding all of the armor trims might be another video. Exploring mangrove swamp, I guess, maybe. I don't know how interesting that'd be. But checking out new biomes and stuff. Finding a camel would probably be part of finding a sniffer egg. Yeah, but those are some ideas that I think finding all the armor trims might be the next video. That's like the one I'm the most wanting to do, other than finishing the storage system, but that's a very long-term project. And yeah, I think that's going to be all. Last note regarding armor trims, you can see that I have one applied. So for all those who want to know, it is the silence armor trim, which you get from ancient cities. You know, the warden has like a 1% chance to spawn. It took me such a long time, but I got 4 pieces of it. I'll put the chest plate on so you can see the full silence armor trim. I think it looks amazing. I love it. I've got the diamond coloring, in case any of you are wondering where this light blue comes from. It's the diamond coloring. So I really spent all that money. It really went somewhere. But anyways, I think that's gonna be all for the video. We've just broken the half-an-hour mark, so that's gonna be all for the video. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I'm really sorry to those who've been waiting a long time, but I'm finally back and things are gonna start happening. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.